There are many leadership positions in Toastmasters, especially at club level, like president, vice president membership, vice president PR, secretary, treasurer, and the like. But did you know there's also district positions available? I put together a series of videos to show the district executive positions in case you would like to volunteer for some of those positions. Today, I've interviewed Bill Kirby. Bill Kirby is our parliamentarian. The parliamentarian has a very important role in the district. They make sure that our meetings, our district executive council meetings, I should say, run smoothly and by Robert's Rules of Order. They're more of a supportive role, but they're a very important role. Today we interview Bill Kirby, our 2023-2024 parliamentarian.
My role as parliamentarian is to be a reference point with the district. I work most closely with the district director and the district administration officer. I'm here to make sure that district meetings as well as club meetings are conducted following the guidelines established in the Toastmasters International Governing Documents. What do I wish I knew before starting this role? Oh, so many things. So many things. But it's not so much what I wish I knew, but what I wish I knew more of, which is the fundamentals of parliamentary procedure, how to more effectively deal with conflict within a meeting so as to be respectful and adherent to the rules of order, and to make sure that I have a solid depth of knowledge with regards to the Toastmasters International governing documents. My experience so far has been fascinating, growth-oriented, and challenging all at the same time. I would never have expected the extent to which the parliamentarian is important, because when done right, the role is pretty much invisible. I believe that dealing with conflict has probably been the biggest growth point for me, and operating with patience and respect. I don't so much manage a team as much as I am a support and a reference point for the district leadership team, in particular the district director and administration manager. And at the club level, I'm there to provide support with regards to parliamentary matters for the club executive, in particular the club president, the VP of Education, Sergeant-at-Arms, and Secretary, who represent defined roles associated with protocols within club meetings. And at the district level, again, it's the district director and administration manager, as well as the PQD and CGD as the senior leadership team, making sure that the meeting is conducted following the guidelines and protocols, but also with respect to the needs of the majority and people's need to be heard. Well, I would say, without a doubt, club president and club secretary. Club president, because you are the presiding officer at a club meeting. Everything filters back to you. When people don't know what step to take, they look to the club president, and that's an important responsibility. With respect to keeping records and making note of the procedures, I think the club secretary is of paramount importance within a club, because they're keeping the minutes, and during elections and votes on matters during club business, they're the person keeping those records and making sure that the presiding officer, the president, stays on track. Well, I think the primary goals are, one, again, adherence to the Toastmasters International governing documents, protocols and procedures, to make sure that I have an understanding and an ability to apply Robert's Rules of Order, and to understand the administrative bylaws for the district, as well as helping keep the standing rules for our district meetings up to date. I believe that if I am successful, no one will really know I'm there. I am a support to the district director during meetings, making sure that they know how to manage the situation, call motions, making sure that motions are worded appropriately so that after the discussion, the intent is still reflected in the wording of the motion. Meetings need to go smoothly, and people need to feel that they have been heard. And if they have been heard, they don't say anything. So I would measure that by the fewest complaints possible. I would say there are a few. One is patience, because you can end up in situations that will, without a doubt, test your patience. People want what they want when they want it, and they don't always get it. Secondly, I think you have to have a bit of a logical mind. Robert's Rules of Order and the governing documents from Toastmasters International are based on simple logic. You have an outcome that is based on the 4 pillars of Toastmasters International: integrity, service, respect, and excellence. And if you follow those guidelines in your application of the governing documents, then you come out on top every time, because you're respecting people's need to be heard, and you're respecting the rights of the majority and the minority at the same time, meaning an effective meeting, an efficient meeting where everybody has had a chance to have their say. And that is an important skill, that logical process of following every step. The last thing is being available. Being available when your team needs you, being available and attentive to what's going on in the meeting. And I guess attentive is probably that active listening skill that we practice during the meetings at the club when the quiz master asks us things of what went on during the meeting. You're applying that active listening skill constantly as a parliamentarian. I would probably recommend that they shadow an existing parliamentarian, someone that they feel comfortable with, participate in the parliamentary activities before actually taking on the role officially. It's not that it is difficult, but you definitely need to master certain skills before jumping into the role with both feet, lest you hit your head on the rock of the bottom of the lake. It can go sideways very quickly, and appreciating the temperament that you require in dealing with difficult situations is a skill that is first best observed and then attempt to emulate and not do it cold. The short answer is yes. Yes, I would. This is my second year as parliamentarian for District 86, and the governing documents reference that I shouldn't be doing this role for more than 2 consecutive years. So I will be relinquishing this role to someone else next year who I'm currently mentoring. That said, I am parliamentarian in 2 other districts, so I think that says yes, and I will probably be parliamentarian in those districts for at least another year after this one.